Welcome back to the Davey Gillum Show, sponsored by Exterior Home Solutions. If you have storm damage or just need someone to come look at your house, please give our good friend Jeff Hedrick and Cody Hedrick a call at 524-5888. Dave, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Coach Gillum's with us tonight. End of the season, Coach. Another unbelievable region championship, undefeated in the region. Lots of positives there with the season right there. The Greeneville game didn't go the way we wanted it to right there, but don't let that put shade on another great season.
Yeah, great year. Kids did a fabulous job. We'll get to the rest of the season here in a little bit, but coming out Greeneville, weather was a little bad. I mean, a little rainy, not terrible, right. Not terrible. Right. Pretty warm for a quarterfinal game.
Sure.
Both sides turned out like you would expect.
Gosh. Crazy atmosphere.
Yeah,
super loud.
We were talking with the kids here coming a few minutes ago.
I felt like it was a home game when we came out of the banner there. It was so loud on our end.
When we came out of the banner, I was personally shocked how loud our fans were.
Yeah.
It was, and they were coming out almost the same time, and I think it broke their hearts because it was they were still second tier coming out of their own helmet over there.
Our folks were I heard the air horns and a lot of cowbells and a lot of people screaming. It was a lot of fun right there to come out and shoot right there.
Super proud of our fans, our student section. Just the following for AC football is getting a little better every year. I remember when we got here in 2009, it was dying out a little bit, and we've grown it, I think, organically through the community.
Yeah,
and
it's a fun time to be up there in the stands. It really is, and I know they didn't like our cowbells, and they didn't like our air horns.
Didn't like our air horns. Went out of their way to make sure
we had to turn them off.
We had to turn them off. Got the police involved in that one.
Right.
But it was a great game. The game itself didn't disappoint. It was a high-level football game. Greeneville, a very good football team.
Yeah.
Big, physical as always. Offensively, I thought we played well. We did have trouble with their front four. I think their two of their three starting linebackers are all-state caliber kids, really good football players. They fit fast and moved up front, and I think we had trouble consistently generating a run game.
Yeah.
We made some plays in the pass game. Really, offense did well. They made plays. It was somewhat sporadic.
Yeah.
And I think that's typical of any high-level football game at all levels. When you get to quarterfinal football, these are two really good teams.
Yeah.
Usually you're really good on defense too.
Yeah.
And you've got to find kids have to make plays. And I thought Zay did a great job through the whole course of the game, making plays with his legs, making plays with his arms. Dalen Cole was big, made some big one-on-one catches, and really from
the double pitch pass there. I don't know how that went off.
Yeah, I was about to have a heart attack watching that because my head
almost didn't go, but it did.
My headset was messed up, and I couldn't hear anything. And I'm working on it, so I got to watch that play just like a fan. And I saw his hand at LaRue, and him turn around and throw it over his head backwards. I didn't know what was going on. But
the last pitch barely got back there.
But X barely caught it. He volleyball tapped it to Zay, and Zay scrambled, made a great throw, and Dalen went up and got it. Yeah, but
back there in a dogfight, back in the end zone, he comes up with the ball, and the place goes wild.
Yeah. Now I'll say this: if you catch a ball against those guys, you've done something, because they are all over us, holding and everything else. But again, offense played well, made plays.
Yeah.
Obviously we'd like to make more. I thought a couple of penalties here and there put us in bad situations behind the chains.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat D&D against good football teams consistently. However, I thought Zay's legs got us out of trouble. I remember us being 3rd and 15, 3rd and 20 early in the game on one of our scoring drives. And Zay break and contain running around and runs about a 30, 40-yard run. So I thought offensively, every game has its own vibe, and every team's got their own strength, and you got to, it's a boxing match. You're jabbing and trying to feel it out and find where you're attacking, and all those type things create different environments for certain kids and certain types of offense to be successful. But I thought Friday night in a high-level football game, I thought Zay looked like the best player on the field. I thought he did just a fabulous job making plays, making throws on time in the pass game and read progressions, and I was really pleased to see that kind of growth from him. Then one-on-one throws. I saw good ball placement. I saw Dalen receivers winning on their routes.
Yeah.
Not getting a ton of separation because they're locked onto us,
Right.
you know, holding.
Holding.
But us still getting good ball position, good ball placement,
Yeah.
coming down with tough catches.
Yeah.
I mean, tough catches.
Contested for sure.
So you know, I was really proud of our kids, the way they fought. Defensively, you know, probably the stats ain't going to show how well we played overall. They really only had 3 or 4 what I would call positive plays.
Right.
You know,
Just stuffed them in the run game.
I
and
thought
they bust one.
I thought for the most part we looked like we had all year, just stoned them completely.
Yeah.
Especially in a run
The fake
game.
punt was a big play for them. You know, we're in good position right there. Missed
So
the
we're
tackle and he
controlling.
housed
We're
it.
controlling the
Yeah.
game. I don't know that they've had hardly a positive play
Right.
more than 2
Right.
yards.
Yeah.
They struggled in the pass game. Our DBs and linebackers
Yeah.
reacted quick. Again, Dalen Cole at safety. We probably haven't given him enough credit for how well he's played safety. You know,
Sure.
Dalen's
He'll be
played
on the show here in a few.
yeah,
too.
Dalen's played a lot of football here
Yeah.
over the years, but the confidence he's gained from those reps, and probably even the confidence he got from starting 15 games at safety and winning a state championship.
Yeah.
He has played that at an all-state level. I
Yeah.
mean, driving on slant routes from the safety slot,
Yeah.
and they struggled for any completions really.
Yeah.
They were struggling to find a way to go. They went for it on 4th and 3. I think everybody in the stadium knew it was going to be a fake punt, and
Yeah.
you know, I think just the nature of our kids on 4th down, we still reacted like it was a punt, even though it went direct to.
Yeah.
So we kind of dropped a little, gave them a seam, and turned it into about a 40-yard touchdown.
Sure.
So
Sure.
that
play
was
for
big. We did overcome it. We scored, got the lead.
Yeah. 17-14.
Valero with a big kick.
Yeah. He'll be on the show in a minute too.
Yeah,
Excited to have him on
He's
there.
had a great year. Been
Yeah,
a great kicker, great worker. He's
He
a
had
quite-
68 total points this year, Coach.
Wow, that's got to be up there in the state.
Yeah. Yeah.
But defense consistently shut them down all game. I felt like in the third quarter, the start to the third quarter, they jumped in a little bit more of a spread set. Threw a couple of balls early, short balls, and not real sure why we didn't fit it up a little better than we did. They were able to get a couple of first downs on that, got a little momentum, and then really just one play they ran their typical zone, and we got sucked inside, didn't set
Bounced
the
it
edge,
out.
and
Yeah.
you know, then it was off to the races. So they had I think it was about a 40-yard strike on that one play.
Yeah.
Other than that, really shut them down late in the game. It's 4th and 1. They get in a heavy set, run outside zone with a couple of lead guys. We had shut that down all night. Our 2 edge guys got sucked inside, couldn't get back out to set the edge, and same thing now.
Yeah.
It felt like there was some significant holding going on. That is why they couldn't get outside.
Yeah.
But nonetheless,
night.
we didn't get the edge set, and you know, gave them a clear shot to the end zone.
Yeah.
Other than that, the kids played lights out. So you're really looking at 2 or 3 plays
Yeah.
that they got. But that is the nature of championship football.
Sure.
None of these games, when you get to that level, are going to be blowouts. When you're talking Greeneville, E-Town, Pearl Cone,
Right.
it's going to be a player making a play on his own, and 1 or 2 or 3 at the most is going to be the difference in the game.
It's been the state championship game for seven years now. The third round game, it just has, and you know, we were fortunate to win that last year. Went on, won the state championship, kept that streak going, and you know, this year, I think Upperman's going to have their hands full as they travel to Greeneville.
That ain't an easy place to play.
I think there again though, when you
Playing
play that
against-
third round game, the semifinal game's tough because you're so banged up from the quarterfinal game. You know, to turn
is.
around and play that fourth round game is
It
tough
is.
as well. So
You know, I will say
Upperman
though,
gave
for 4A football, Greeneville's as deep as most teams get.
yeah,
And you know, Upperman may surprise me, but it's typically not the same level of football
right.
to get
That's
out of the
played.
quarters over there to
Right.
get here.
Yeah.
I think Greeneville will probably be fine this week, getting through Upperman. Even though Upperman, from what I hear, is a big physical team.
Yeah, they
Uh,
better be.
I'm sure. Well, playing at Greeneville too.
Yeah, right.
You may have to beat
Better
15
be,
of them.
Yeah,
But the next week, I would imagine them and Pearl-Con, that'd be a tough game. Pearl-Con, that's a different animal there.
yeah,
A lot of athleticism, a lot of
Yeah.
size, very well
Right.
ran team over there. So I do think they'll struggle with Pearl-Con. I think we would have been a better matchup there with our pass game.
Yeah.
With,
spreading them out, getting them out of the box.
with their lack of a complete pass game, I don't know if they've got really an angle to attack that kind of size and speed. So
Yeah.
So that may be a tough one for him there as compared to most years.
Right. Coach, let's talk a little bit about the all-region team there, Superlatives.
Yeah, kids had a great year again, winning 7 in a row. You know, really, I mean, you're at these region meetings where all these guys vote. It's hard to even see another kid get an award because
we dominate the region every year.
But you know good and well that you feel like our kids should be in every category.
Sure.
And I know that we're not going to get them all, but you know, starting at the top, region MVP Nick Moog, no-brainer.
Right there. You talked about 11 games played, 1256, I think was his carry or his yardage right there.
And he didn't play 2 games. 8 yards a carry, that's a big deal for a high volume runner.
Right.
You know, there's guys that maybe get handfuls on 3rd and longs and things like that.
The big piece, though, that you'll look there, that we're going to find out about Mr. Football here in about 15, 20 minutes, I think. But the big thing we're going to talk about right there, Nick Moog's 25 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Just found his way to the end zone a lot.
Yeah, he did. He's just got a nose for the football and powerful. And, you know, Nick played early in the season hurt, but, you know, he's really been hurt the back half here, too. I don't know. I don't remember what game it was he got that ankle rolled up. It was in practice.
2 games, I think.
I can't remember, but
I know he missed the Bearden game. I know he missed. We'll talk about that in a little bit too when that came to be.
He missed Science Hill and Bearden, but
yeah.
he came back. But late in the season, he got his ankle sprained in practice, and it's actually probably gotten worse these last couple of weeks. But he played through it.
Yep. Knew he would.
Yeah, no question. And he quit telling us.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want us pulling him out or even asking him. He didn't want us pulling him out of practice, so he quit telling me and his dad when he was hurt.
Right.
So you got to admire him. But he had a great year. Obviously, the region MVP. We had Defensive Player of the Year, Eli Nelson.
Man, stud. Wow.
Yeah.
Huge. Lots of fun to watch on Fridays, just manhandling people, getting that big old mitt right on him and getting them off of him almost like a one-hand press out there. Just
early in the year, I said I thought he was one of the best in East Tennessee. After getting to play the gauntlet we played, I think he clearly is the best.
It didn't matter which game. It didn't matter if it was Bearden, Elizabethton. Didn't matter if it was West.
Agreed.
Didn't matter who it was they put up against him. Greeneville put their best guy up there on him, and he just dominated him.
Yeah, he's making plays through double teams. Not just that, he's so technically sound with what he's doing on defense.
Yeah.
You know, they're not just telling him to, you know, bull rush and go hit this guy. He's playing off a guy's block. If the guy does this, he's got something to do.
His stat line may not tell it all. You know, 65 total tackles, 33, 32 unassisted right there. Tackles for loss, sacks. I mean, the guy he did it all. He has his stat line on defense. He hits every category right there.
Yeah, well, he dominated all games. No questions asked. Yeah. There was not one game he didn't show up in.
And
he was clearly.
He plays every play.
He does. Both sides of the ball, he's been the best player on both sides of the line of scrimmage. Every game we've played, including Greeneville, he took Greeneville's best defense in, ran him through the water coolers.
Yeah.
I mean, on outside zone. And that kid's a good football player. But, you know, he ain't what you call high energy during the week, but, man, on Friday nights, he is something else.
Yeah.
It's just been unbelievable. Defensive lineman of the year was Grayson Bradshaw.
Yeah.
I thought Grayson or Eli either could have been offensive lineman of the year just as well. Both of them.
Grayson had a great year.
Yeah, he did.
Both sides of the ball too.
He did. Coming off that knee injury, coming off rehab of tearing his ACL and semi-spinal. Yeah, he tore everything last year. Had a long rehab.
Yeah.
Had gained a little weight in the rehab, but he hasn't missed a game. I don't think he's missed a practice.
Super smart. Picks up stuff real quick.
And really
gets everybody up front.
Communicates really the heart of the O-line as far as making sure everybody's on the and DL. He was defensive lineman of the year, but again, he's a heart of both sides. We do a lot on both sides of the ball, offense and defense, and you know you can confident knowing that Grayson's going to get a lot of people right every play. But he's had a great year. Been a good captain for us. Just done a great job.
Defensive specialist. We say him every week. We say his name.
Yeah, Izzy Smalls, defense specialist. You know, and
that's a torpedo.
Yeah, just all over the field. And you know, kind of to talk about how clearly good Izzy is. When we nominated Izzy, nobody else in the district. They just said we don't even need a vote.
Right.
There's nobody's got anybody like him.
Yeah.
He's the guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's quite a compliment.
Next year as well,
And he's high energy, good leader, does everything right. the biggest hope for Izzy is that we could keep him healthy a full calendar year, get a little weight on him, or we can use him on both sides of the ball. He's a good receiver. He's explosive with the ball.
Yeah.
But we really do have to kind of keep him on a pitch count to keep him healthy right now.
Coach, we had a couple assistant coaches mentioned too. They were just no-brainers too in my book there. Talk about defensive assistant coach of the year or offensive assistant coach of the year. John
Coach Shadwell's assistant coach of the year, and we could go on and on about John. Does a great job. Probably only a few of us coaches know how much time he puts into the game plan and preparation.
Get a quarterback throws for 3,400 yards, a running back that runs for 1,200 yards in the same season out there.
We got a receiver over 1,000, 2 of them right at 800.
Yeah.
The balance we had was,
really good.
Says a lot for our kids, but says a lot for John and the progress we saw him make
offensive
through
line,
the year too.
Just knocking people off the ball.
Yeah, and that's where it always starts.
Yeah.
But, John does an amazing job, not just offense coach, but people here at Anderson County know with our program what he means to it in the community and giving to the kids outside of football itself. Yeah. And then Coach Lambert was
defensive assistant.
Yeah, defense assistant of the year.
That was a no-brainer too. They said, it was pretty clear cut. They weren't even going to vote on it. They said, let's just go ahead and give it to him.
Yeah, and defense statistically may have had one of the best years we've ever had here.
15 points a game, I think, is what we allowed on the season.
15.8. And I'm just going to go out and say that both of those numbers are curved.
34 points for us on offense, 15.8 points on defense.
So I'm going to say this: for the 34 a game, it could have easily been 55.
Sure, because we
if I'd have let him keep the starters in the second half.
Yeah.
So it's really 34 at halftime.
Yeah.
And then the 15. Most of those games there weren't any scores, and we're subbing down, and they get a score too late. So I would say closer to 6 or 7 points a game would be
maybe
accurate.
One of the best defensive things we've had.
Just we've the year before we went into the season for the first time in my tenure here, feeling like we did not have a Band-Aid on the field, offense, defense, and we saw that led to championships.
Sure.
We go into this season. We felt like we had kids that could play, but we had a couple of positions we knew that hadn't played, new faces, and it turns out at the end of the year that like Cody and Landon hadn't taken many reps on Friday. Landon never played defense before, and he started 13 games for us.
Yeah.
And
we'll have him on the show too here in a bit.
And just those guys not only
56 total
were
tackles.
not Band-Aids, but ended up doing great jobs, becoming good players. And when you got good players at every level and every position, it's hard to score points on them. So they did a good job. Then we get to the all-region team again. Zay Hall,
3,400 yards.
Yeah, led the state in passing. Zay, we both felt like should have been offensive player of the year, and that would have been a no-brainer. It's just we'd won so many things that
they spreading it out.
Spreading it out a little bit. Xavier James, another one, could have been offensive player of the year.
1,279 yards, 16 yards per catch. 11 touchdowns.
Crazy number. Waylon LaRue came on the scene this year. Great numbers at running back, a few catches.
For 62 carries, 463 yards. Excited about him this year. 6 touchdowns.
And Waylon's one of those guys. His carry average per carry is high. I mean, when Waylon gets a crease, it's got the chance of going all the way.
Excited to
and
see him back.
Waylon was pretty much in zero coverage all year long.
Played on defense every play.
I think he gave one ball up against Powell the first game of the year, and I don't remember another one.
I can't remember one
for 12 games. So just
unbelievable
job.
Knocking balls away.
Those are things like we're going into the season, losing 2 really all-state caliber corners. And knowing Waylon's fast, but he hadn't taken a Friday rep doing it in meaningful moments.
All season.
Not only did it at an unbelievable level. Then we got Trent Strickland, 800 yards receiving, tons of tackles, tons of touchdowns.
Both sides.
Again, an all-state caliber football player. Anybody comes here on Friday night, all these names we've said are going to stick out, but Trent's all over the place. You find football, you find Trent. He's a lot like Izzy. Dalen Cole, another
755 yards.
Almost 800 yards receiving.
On the defensive side over there, he does
a lot of big plays, especially in the playoffs. Safety, probably playing that safety position better than anybody I've seen all year.
It's a lot of the stat line coach with the tackles for loss, with the sacks, with the interceptions, those type things, fumble recoveries. Almost had another big interception Friday night too.
His savviness is something that just is bigger than even his skill set. He's got great hand-eye, very good ball skills,
Yeah.
all them type things. But how savvy he is makes him play even bigger, especially in big moments.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of kids that have similar traits, but it takes some real confidence to pull the trigger on Friday night, especially in state championship type games, to drive on a slant from a free. So we got him at free and Izzy at strong, and Izzy's a guy that we normally rock down in the box, and he's run fit. But Trent's doing the same thing from a free slot. I mean, not Trent, but Dalen. And to make those plays he's making, those are big time. It takes a lot of guts to do the things he's been doing. Cody Miller, I think he ended up leading the team in tackles. Unbelievable year, starting inside. First, he got some starts last year, I think, when Gavin was hurt, so he got some experience. We knew Cody'd be all right. Athletic kid, again, high motor, just all over the field. Cody's another one that's played injured for the last 5 or 6 weeks. Took an injury early, I think first quarter Friday night, maybe meniscus, not meniscus, but MCL. And you know, I saw him lay there for a second, did a push-up, got up, never came out of the game. And he was obviously hurt and hobbled, but just a tough kid. And then Zay got dinged up late in the game. And
Cody went right in through a dart.
It was like 3rd down and 15, and
we got 16.
And we just throw Cody in. He don't even know the play, and I think Moog said just throw it to Dalen, and it was right on time. So great football player. We're definitely going to rely on him next year. Landon Engel, another. We've talked a little bit about him, but great year. I was talking, he's a guy that Coach Lambert and me talk about every week, just as a coach, very rewarding from where he started to where he finished. Just took coaching, took chewing, all them type of things, and just kept coming to work, getting better and getting better. And he went from a guy that's filling a slot to a really good football player at the end of the year.
Great story, no doubt.
Excited he got his first offer this week too. Evan Pye, young kid, sophomore, starting both sides of the ball all season long.
A while ago,
he's put a lot of work in to get where he's at. But
excited about his off season. He's going to be
had a big Friday night.
Junior. He did catch a big ball right there.
I think he had more catches in that game than he had any other game. And that shows that takes a lot as a sophomore to be catching.
Playing that caliber game like that.
I know Coach Chava went to him when we're, I think, on our last scoring drive inside the goal line, a little a now route, a little quick slant.
The jersey pulled off of him.
But great season for him. I said before, we got high hopes for him. Where he's going to finish up for us. But great year. Big boy Tom Murphy started every game this year. Had a good Friday night.
Getting the ball back.
Big kid.
Calls it up front. Does a great job.
I can't remember.
Got his face mask pulled off Friday night, but I think we went through 3 or 4 helmets with him Friday night.
I can't remember a season where we went an entire season without a bad snap though. That says a lot.
Sure. Did a great job.
See a lot of and everything we do
We'll ask him about one. I think there was one that got back there Zay caught, and I don't know if he was ready for it or not, but it went right back there where it was supposed to. And
the other team clapping and the other student section blowing the whistle. We don't know who we're listening to out there half the time. But he had a great year. Big kid, good hands, good feet.
Back next year.
Hard worker. He'll be back. He's a leader for us. He was a leader this year. And another kid got better every week. That's a good thing, other than just getting a chance to play for a state championship. Every week you play, that's more reps, more practice time for these kids to get better. And just last week, Coach Chapel started pulling our center. That's a big deal when you can pull a center. Not many teams other than NFL teams are willing to let their guy do that. So that's big for us. Taylor Davis, what a year.
55,
Earned
that 55, that 55 special. It's been worn by some special players here, and that's a special number to get to wear that. He certainly lived up to it this year.
Both sides of the ball, he played great for us. He made plays on special teams.
He did.
He's really
ran down on kickoff, play defense, play offense.
He's just a tough kid, man.
He is.
I mean,
you got to account for him. If you don't, he's going to be in your backfield.
He plays so fast, and then he's so physical, and he don't care to mix it up with anybody.
Nope, he don't. I think there's a pretty good hip toss out there.
Some WWE moves going on Friday night. But if you want to play
you
that game with him,
he will.
he'll be more than happy to play it.
Yeah, Riley Wolfenbarger, another good year right there.
Back on Davis real quick, I don't know, we only get I know they don't let us monopolize All-State either, but he's played at a very high level. He should at least be in the mentioning for those things, the way he's played that.
Yeah.
That whole front three for us on defense has just been amazing.
He's another one, Coach. You talk about stat line. He hits all the markers, sacks, fumble recoveries, pass rush, hurries, those type things, tackles for loss. He hits all the.
I'll say this: if they didn't hold him Friday night, there'd been a lot more sacks.
Yeah. 13 tackles for loss for 40 yards right there. Just
he's that guy. He's going to be in your backfield all night.
Yeah, just great player. Great year.
Sure.
Super excited with what we got out of him, and really excited going forward next year.
Sure.
Then again, Riley Wolfenbarger, young guy, been banged up for us since he got here. Really,
Right.
It's really been hard to see him go through injury after injury.
Yeah.
But finally got healthy. Didn't get healthy till probably after the first week of the season.
Yeah, he did.
But went to work every day. Got better at corner. I think he's started probably every game since the first game.
Yeah.
Maybe the first two, somewhere in there.
Yeah, he's rotated in for sure right there and played the majority of the reps for sure right there. So
just had a great year. Had some big plays. Had a game with 2 picks, 1 pick six, one get down to the 1. I hate he didn't get in on that one, but another kid that we're excited for coming back next year, and he's a good receiver too. So getting him back healthy, hopefully getting him healthy and strong going into next year. We expect a big year out of him.
Coach, we got some players back here. You want to take a quick break and we'll come back and get some of these guys up. We'll be right back with the Davey Gillum Show, once again sponsored by Jeff Hedrick and Exterior Home Solutions.
And I want to tell you about my friends at Exterior Home Solutions, East Tennessee's first choice in roofing. They've been servicing East Tennessee for over 20 years, achieving a 4.9 rating on Google reviews, and are listed as a platinum contractor by Owens Corning. Financing is available. I invite you to learn more about my friends at Exterior Home Solutions on their website, exteriorhomesolutions.com, or give them a call at 865-524-5888.
This holiday season, we invite you to join generations of families who have trusted Ray Varner Ford and Clinton as their car buying tradition. Let us fill your hearts with joy in your driveway with a new Ford, like this 2023 Ford Escape, $31,990. A 2024 Ford Edge all-wheel drive SEL, $41,980. 2023 Ford F-150, $35,654. Local you trust, a tradition you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
The Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge presents New Year's Eve 2024 Countdown on Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 9 p.m. to January 1st, 2024 at 1 a.m. Live band, food truck, hot air balloons, sponsored by Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Baird, the City of Oak Ridge, David Coffee, BBB Communications, and Holloway Event Company. Ball drop and fireworks. Come with your friends and family to count down the new year together. Don't miss it. Free to the public. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
All right, welcome back to the Davey Gillum Show, sponsored by Exterior Home Solutions. If you have storm damage or just need somebody to come look at your house, give our good friend Jeff Hedrick and Cody Hedrick a call at 524-5888. Coach, we're joined by Mr. Football candidate finalist right here. We hope we're going to find out here in just a few minutes. Nick Moog. Nick, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming to visit with us tonight. Another outstanding season.
Nick, you've got a lot of memories here with us. Again, you're pretty much, you're kind of like John David. You've been raised here in this field house, in this weight room. Probably hard to narrow it down, but what's your favorite memory from this year, this season?
My favorite memory this year is definitely keeping the streak going, Clinton game.
Oh, yeah.
It was big.
Beating them. It was a big game for us, you know. It was definitely one of my favorite memories this year.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
Yes,
24 years.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so you've been around longer than most.
Yes.
If you had to pick one memory from the time you were 5, blowing snot over there and speed training to now, what would it be?
There's been a lot. You know, a lot of people are gonna say the state championship game, which is obviously a big one.
Yeah.
It'll be in mine.
But I think beating Greeneville here last year was definitely monumental for me
Sure.
and my
It was
family.
huge. It was big for our whole community.
Yes, sir, it was.
Yep.
If you had a game this season that stuck out, one big memory from one of the games this year, what would that be?
I think it'd be the Gibbs game. You know, solidifying that we were the champions of this region, like we always are.
We are who we thought we were.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. And that they obviously weren't as who they thought they were. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that little reality check was a good
it
feeling.
was
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Nick, you got a shout out? Somebody you want to shout out to?
Yeah, of course I want to shout out my family. You know, my coach has always been there for me. It's been amazing to be here, and it's gonna be great moving on. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Wish you nothing but the best of luck, buddy.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yes, sir.
Who we got next, fellas?
All right.
All right.
Welcome
Next
to
we
the-
got
Welcome to the table, the question table.
QB1 Zay Hall.
Yeah.
Zay, big night Friday night, going
Man.
back to former school.
Yeah.
Really couldn't have played hardly any better. Kids played good all around. But what was that like going back? Nerve wracking, exciting. What was it?
Well, when I got back in there, they had a sign.
I saw
And-
99 problems, but Zay ain't one. It
Yeah.
turns out you were one.
It was one.
I was
Big
like,
one.
I was like, are you serious? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't. I mean, I get nervous in some games, but I mean, I just walked in there. I didn't have no nerves. I
Right.
felt like we were just ready to play.
Yeah.
So I just came out there and did what I did.
Yeah.
You had a great game. Great
Yeah.
game. Probably,
Yeah.
I thought your best game all year. Just, I mean, I know stat-wise, there's bigger games, but saw complete progression in every phase of quarterbacking, from read progressions to timing to one-on-one throws to making plays when they had to be
Yeah.
played. As a quarterback coach, couldn't be any prouder from your progress, from where you started, where you finished.
Yeah.
And again, I think it'll be up to you, but definitely big things for you in the future if you want them. But you only here 1 year, unfortunately. We wish we'd have had you 4 years. But what was your favorite memory from this season, this team?
Definitely coming in the summer and just meeting everybody and getting to know everybody, and everybody just showing me around, because I wasn't really familiar with the place around here. So definitely just getting here, having to work out and train with all the guys.
Made some new friends.
Yeah,
for a life.
definitely.
Yeah.
And
We say man for life around here. We mean
yeah,
it.
I've noticed that it's definitely one of the
You
best
just gotta
cultures
come
I've
on
been
our
around.
sidelines and see it. You'll see.
Yeah,
it.
like there's no
guys
other
from
feeling. Like
10,
you know,
15 years keep
yeah,
coming back.
yeah, like you know all the guys that you're friends with and you make friends with. They're going to be there forever. So
Yeah.
definitely
Right.
that.
Yeah.
As in our culture, you know, it's unique, but you go a lot of places. A guy like Zay sticks out. A lot of people want to tear you down, but
Sure.
you're going to have a team full of guys that are for you.
Yeah,
So,
100%.
want you to do good, because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to win together.
Yeah.
Again, only one season, though, Zay. So, from the season itself, from what game, what moment, what was your favorite memory from the season?
I definitely have to say the Clinton game, because I didn't know how much of a rival it was when I first got here.
Yeah.
But I realized that really quickly,
Yeah.
and I think beating them just, I don't know, I felt like I was a part
Another
of something.
quarterfinal team.
You
They
were?
went to the
Yeah.
quarterfinals, and y'all beat them 5A
Yeah,
quarterfinal team.
yeah.
West team you played, Powell team you played, all those teams in the quarterfinals. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big game. How about shout-outs, Zay? Anybody you want to shout out to?
I'll shout out to my mom and my dad, all my family for just helping me get through my football career.
Yeah.
All the coaching staff here, especially y'all too. Y'all helped me out a lot in ways that a lot of people couldn't have. Coach Chadwell.
Teaching you how to run a long
Definitely.
play.
Yeah, with the play calls. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all, and
Yeah.
y'all have helped me out in ways that a lot of people can't. So I really appreciate that.
It's been a pleasure
Yeah.
for us, buddy.
Thank
Yeah.
y'all.
All right, who we got next, boys?
All right, Dalen Cole.
All right,
Bring up
the
the dime. number
Lake
10.
City Flash here.
Yeah.
All right, Dalen, let's talk about your favorite memory from the season. What's your big point right there?
Being Clinton, for
Beating
sure.
Clinton?
Oh, yeah?
Couldn't be the group that lost to them. So,
There's a lot of pressure on that.
yeah, a lot of pressure, more than most people realize.
Yeah, when you go 24 years,
Yeah.
it becomes there's a little bit of pressure there
Yeah.
to win that. You don't want to be the one out of the 24 that don't win that.
And there was a lot of pressure because that team, that's a really good football team.
Talented team.
You know, we've seen teams, and I don't know other than Pearl Cohn if we faced a team with more athleticism and talent on it. So, and a lot of people don't realize if you haven't played in one of those rivalry games, you don't unless you're playing in a championship game like us, Greeneville, something like, you don't know what it's like to get somebody's best.
Right.
And when us and Clinton play, you can be 10-0 and 0-10, and you're going to get the other team's best.
Sure.
And to get their best, and then to be that good. And I thought they played pretty well on the night we played them.
Yeah.
We really had to make some plays. So that was a big win. But you've been here a while too, Dalen, growing up in the area. Remember, you used to come to quarterback training when you work with you when you were in middle school. You and Trent.
Yeah.
Over all this time, what's been your favorite memory?
Winning state last year. Just in the group that did it, there was nothing like that you can really compare it to. So.
Yeah. I will say that that was a special group, and you know, obviously you guys were a part of that too. But you guys have done an unbelievable job following up to those, making a notch for yourself, not lowering the standard.
Yeah.
And not
it
playing
would be easy
second
to
tier.
say we lost 19 seniors, and man, we just can't meet that standard, and y'all did not. Y'all rose up there and did it.
And really, a little bit cleaner football game away from playing this week and going right back again.
Yeah.
So, all right, Dalen, you got a shout out?
My mom, the coaches, and Braden Miller, because I know he's at home watching.
Yes, sir.
The Badger.
All right.
The honey badger.
All right, guys. All right.
All right, Landon Engel. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the table of questions here we have for you.
Landon had a great year. Again, we've talked about him a couple times tonight.
You've had a couple of chances to listen to some people ahead of you give some good answers, so now you got one formulate right there.
So, Landon, what year did you get here?
End of my sophomore year.
End of your sophomore year. Your brother. So you guys have been here. It's going on 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. But it feels like you guys have been here forever.
Yeah.
I remember you guys coming playing Flag League. You remember that when we started that pre-COVID?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you may have had some goggles or something back there.
Yeah.
But a great year. You've still got a lot of memories here. If you had to pick one from this season, what would it be?
Probably beating Gibbs was my favorite memory this year.
Now, did you grow up in there? Because it seemed like a lot of them guys didn't like you.
Yeah, I did grow up in Gibbs area.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they were ranked number 7 in the state or something when they got up here.
Yeah.
They ranked ahead of us, so that was fun to have that game and play the way you did.
How about since you've been here? So you've been here a while, a lot of memories off and on the field, practice, all these. You're here. You know, football really never stops here, so there's a ton of opportunity to make memories with your teammates in school.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite memory?
I mean, probably the state game, obviously. I mean, that's going to be something huge in my life because not everyone can say they have a ring. So.
Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time.
Right.
And I can only say that once. And,
yes.
You know, I'm very thankful because, you know, all of us coach in different places.
Sure.
And not many places have the infrastructure to ever get to do that.
Right.
That's a big deal.
Right.
How about shout-outs? You got anybody you want to shout out to?
My family, obviously, and then Coach Lambert. I mean, always being hard on me. But
don't worry about that.
I think you got a little brother coming too now.
Yeah.
We're excited to get
now,
him.
will your little brother, will he be able to take it like the chewing like you did?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. He's not. I don't think he's that tough, but he might be able to.
He'll get it. He'll get it. Your mom and dad, he won't have a choice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
All right.
buddy.
Thanks, Landon.
Thank you.
All right, move over. Big Ty Murphy's coming up.
Murph.
The Murph.
All right, Ty, great year.
Yeah.
Good game Friday night. You got your face mask ripped off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
A couple times, I think.
Yeah.
I went through 5 helmets.
Yeah.
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 Did you hear all the clapping going on from the defense?
I heard it once. That was the one time where it hit Zay right in the chest, and he was like not expecting it. Then they blew the whistle, and me, Grayson, and Nelson just stopped.
Yeah.
We were like, they blew a whistle.
Yeah.
I think that was our last play, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ty, you're another one. You've grown up here.
Yeah.
Your dad's been
Legacy
filming
player,
for us.
brother played here.
His dad's been filming since almost
Matthew,
as long as
yeah.
So I remember watching Ty when he was little, playing for South Clinton.
Chargers over there.
Yeah. We went over and saw him play a few times.
Yeah, I remember all those things. So just this year alone, though, Ty, what was your favorite memory from the season?
pulling against Elizabeth, and that was fun. I love going out there, just sprinting as fast as I can, trying to knock people over.
Yeah,
That's
it's not fun when they see you coming at them right there.
No,
It's hard to get out of the way over out there.
I know Coach Shallow, he don't brag often, but he definitely bragging on you, on your ability to be athletic and get out there. So definitely look forward to next year and you leading the charge there.
Yeah.
How about since you've been here? You've been here a long time, kind of like the other guys. You've grown up here, speed training, all them type things. What's your favorite memory over the years?
Definitely being the ball boy, and also watching my brother play too.
Yeah.
I'll run up and down the field, giving the ball.
Well, you were a straight ball boy too, I'll tell you.
Yeah, he was one of our best.
It's really good. Yeah.
Now
really
Grayson, he was a good ball boy when he was little.
My son was a good ball boy when he was growing up in there too. Yeah. That's a lot of fun.
As much as John Davis has been here, I don't know if he's ever been a ball boy.
He gets out of it. I noticed. I tried to get him Friday night. I ended up getting all of his buddies except him. He got out somehow. I don't know how he got out of that.
He's usually down there. He's got a game going.
We got another season before he gets here. I'll get him.
How about shout-outs?
My mom, my dad, my grandfather and grandmother. I didn't think it was going to be at the game Friday, but he came.
Oh, yeah.
So.
He ain't going to miss.
Oh, no.
No
my
way.
brother especially, all the coaches.
Yeah.
And Coach Branch and Coach Russ, really how they've helped me develop as an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
And Coach
They
Chadwell.
do a great job.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah,
We got
appreciate
that.
that.
Special shout-out for Tyus Pepall. Everybody keep him in your prayers. He's battling a lot right now.
Yeah, and now we welcome the guy that kicked the extra points this year, Josh Valero. Josh, what a great season. Congratulations.
Great
a
year.
lot of hard work. 3 years, 2 years of kicking JV. Last year you got a little bit of time in there kicking some varsity ball, and then this year you just took it and ran with it.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
Big kick Friday night, too.
Oh,
Early
yes.
game. Nervous for that?
Well, no. Until, actually, I never get nervous, but then the first...
Was that when they called 3 times?
Yeah, the first time out I was like, all right, this is fair. Calls the second one, I'm like, all right, what's this guy doing? The third one, I'm like, this guy for real?
Yeah,
I was like,
burned all 3.
It's basically a PAT,
Yeah.
and he asked me 3 times, and I was like, all right. So.
And I love your quote, I smoked one on the floor. Yeah, went right up there and put it right through. Kicked it right on the cars, shining the lights in their
exactly.
eyes, too, right on top
They're trying
of
to
them.
get in
Way
our
to go.
heads, and it doesn't work.
All right, so favorite memory from this season?
It was definitely that kick.
Was it?
It was definitely that kick.
That was a big one.
Just, shutting that coach up.
So how about your whole career since you've been here? Favorite memory?
Probably when I first got here, kicking with Daniel, Chris, Tyler, and then McClain. We had the whole group.
Yeah.
Those were some days that I wish I could just live one more day, but those were some really good days.
Those are good times.
Oh,
That's a good group.
Yeah, we were.
You guys had time of your life out there. Didn't
Oh,
you?
yeah. We had a lot of fun in the weight room, pool room, out there, just a blast all the time.
You did a great job right there this year, and like I said, you've practiced and worked hard this whole time to get to do that. And congratulations on another great season.
Thank you.
How about shout-outs?
Definitely my family and my coach, Dan Orner. I've always happened to drive down there, but if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be anywhere near where I am. So I want to thank him. He's the best coach when it comes to kicking. So, yeah. And thank you guys for the opportunities this year, field goals.
You did a great job. Appreciate
Yes,
your work.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
buddy. All right, guys. Who we got next?
All right.
Crumply.
Logan Crumply, man, had a great junior season. Congratulations.
Some big
Worked real
plays.
hard, made some big plays.
Some block kicks. But last few weeks, really getting us ready for games.
Sure.
Done a fabulous job. But you've been here for a long time, too.
Yeah.
But just this season, what's your favorite memory?
This season, probably Elizabethan week. Having a little scuffle in practice, that was fun. Getting all the guys hopped up.
Sure.
I thought it was very funny. But
Who was it? You got Cody?
Yeah,
Cody going?
Miller, yeah.
Me and Cody.
You guys can do that again
That was
next
good.
season.
Necessary.
I thought it was very funny, but got everybody going. I had a lot of fun. So,
Sure.
yeah.
All right. So since you've been here, you've been a part of a lot, too. What's your favorite memory since you've been here?
Probably after state, having the parade in Clinton.
That was nice, wasn't it?
It was really good to see everybody, seeing Clinton there, seeing the football team there, seeing my parents and all that. Really touched my heart that we got the state chip, and so really fun.
What about blocking a field goal or blocking an extra point this season? So you get excited when you do that.
Yeah.
I know, just come out of your shoes a little bit.
Favorite game was probably Clinton game, blocking it there.
Yeah.
That really got me going.
It's a lifetime memory, right?
Yeah, I was talking to my mom before the game, and I thought I'm gonna hold my cool. If I did, I'm gonna keep my cool, and I tried to keep it, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
It was a really good season
That's
to
the
get
best kind. Just raw emotion.
Yeah.
All right, so who you got to shout out to?
I got to shout out to Coach Lambert and my mom and dad. Coach Lambert's really helped me throughout the season, helped me become a better man. He's helped me with the kick blocks. He's really trained us up to that, me and Evan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And just get me through practice, scout team, all that. He's always been there for me, and mom and dad. So yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Thanks, buddy.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right. Let's welcome legacy player Waylon LaRue. Waylon, welcome to the table. We got some questions for you, and you've had plenty of time to come up with some good answers there, and got to hear everybody else's answers.
Had
too.
a great year. Some big plays, all them type of things.
Yeah.
You got plenty of personal things he's done this year you could choose from, but what's your favorite memory from this season?
There's a lot. Clinton was a big one. That was a pretty crazy game. Greeneville was honestly crazy too, but I think my Seymour game was my favorite because I remember I had like a really long touchdown run.
Yeah.
And then coming back to the sideline, of course, the crowd was going crazy, but seeing Nick Mook there, the other running back, that was pretty cool because me and Nick got really hyped up about that. So that was awesome for me. That was a great game.
Nick's been a good mentor for you and a lot of guys. But you're another one. Been here for a long time. Dad played here.
Got
Brother's
going
to be here
coming
next
up.
year with you.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that fight right there.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
What's your favorite memory since you've been here?
Honestly, I'm going to go with a little bit different. It wasn't really a game. It was practice last year. It was during our two-a-days, and I remember me and Eli Davis going at it. I think Eli Davis was really – the way me and him went at it, he's really changed the game for me. He's made me more physical, and he's made me,
I remember that moment, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was a
moment.
That was a special moment. I see it right then. We had spent a lot of the time telling Waylon he's trying to be perfect and fill things out. And we just said, you got to go, man. Just go hit it.
Yeah.
And figure it out as you go. And in the process of trying to figure it out, he comes off, and Eli was coming after you.
Yeah, he
was going for the kill, and he was hopped up.
Yeah.
And it was more of a scrimmage type setting.
It was.
And we had them split up where it was.
Yeah.
Blue against silver, and they were going at it, and Eli he was telling you about it a little bit.
Yeah, he was. Eli.
And we told Waylon, like, buddy, you're gonna have to go get him.
Yeah.
And he flipped the switch.
Sure.
It wasn't, a month or two of his maturation. He flipped the switch right then, went right back at him, and started getting significantly better ever since then. That's the funny thing is I can remember a same type memory for Eli when he was a young kid, and Stone Cummins was the older kid.
Right.
And we're in a team inside, and Stone's going after him and testing him.
Sure.
And
I remember that
Eli
day, too.
said, you know what, I don't care if I'm a freshman or not, I'm not backing down from anybody.
Right.
He earned his team's respect that day. And
I love it when they do that.
Yeah.
There's several
That's just a maturation process of a young kid becoming a man saying, I'm not backing down from nobody.
Right.
I don't care if you are the biggest, baddest dude. And that was a big deal. I remember that. That's good.
Yep.
How about shout-outs? Who you want to shout out to?
Obviously, both of my parents, my mom and my dad, and my Uncle Sam as well, and both my grandparents on my mom's side. And they've pushed me a lot, and they've helped me a lot through a lot of things, so I got to give it to them. And then Coach Chadwell as well. Coach Chadwell's pushed me to my limits, and he's given me many opportunities, and I really appreciate what he's done. He's definitely been one of my favorite coaches of all time for me. So.
Good. Thanks, buddy. All right, we saved the best for last here.
Tyler Ratcliffe. Yes. Kicker, punter, kickoff guy, punt guy.
Crushed one Friday night on that punt.
39 touchbacks on the season.
I was checking on a player while we were punting, and the only reason I knew it was boomers, just the reaction of the fans.
The crowd
like,
went,
oh my goodness,
whoa,
what was that? Yeah.
Up into
and I looked
lights.
up, and the ball was
So the lights aren't real high at Greeneville, and if you kick it up high, you can kick it above the lights, and it kind of goes off in the dark and comes back down in the light. And the return guy, I don't think he had a clue where it was because you killed it.
Yeah, that was nice.
34-yard average on the season punting the ball. We didn't punt a whole lot, Coach. I think we punted less than 20 times.
No, and a lot of times we do. We're giving him specific instructions, and we're not letting him just crush it, those type things. So the averages can be deceiving.
Sure.
And, going into the season, Tyler had a hip injury and, wasn't fully healthy what he's been up to. But still great year. Tyler, the guy that's been in the system, been here for a long time. But for just this season, what was your favorite memory?
I would definitely have to say the first kickoff of the season at Powell, coming off that injury the entire summer, being limited in practice and absolutely crushing it.
Yeah.
First kickoff of the entire year, that was definitely my favorite memory this year.
That's a memory for me too.
Dude, I love
that first kickoff and you
mashed
it.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So again, you've been here for a while. Valero was talking earlier. you and Bethel and Valero, you guys had a tight-knit group. Now we're having to see that whole thing graduate out now. It's sad times for us.
Yep. Got some young kickers that you've worked with this
we're
summer. So
getting them ready for next year.
We've got some guys that are coming back that are going to be able
that kind of mentorship is big.
Sure.
You know? We were just talking about Nick Moog, and I remember Gavin, you know, doing that for Nick and those guys, Eli. But those guys, Bethel started with these guys, and these guys passing on. That's big for our culture.
Yeah, it is.
You know, because really pre-Bethel, we really struggled to have that.
Yeah,
you know?
usually the lineman up there toe kicking it in.
Yeah. Team tryouts.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what's your favorite memory since you've been here?
I don't know. From the NAGAF days, been with all those state champions last year, you know, from NAGAF all the way to their last year, and this year with Nick and them, where I was playing with. But also, like Josh was saying, our specialist group was so tight. Every summer morning when we'd have practice, we enjoyed it. It wasn't, you know, oh, we have to go practice. Right. It was, oh my goodness, these are my guys. Yeah, it was so much fun. So, I mean, Anderson County football has been the greatest thing ever. Yeah. So I've just, everything about it's been fantastic.
That's great.
Yes.
That's awesome. How about shout-outs? Who you got?
My entire blood family. A lot of them don't live in Tennessee, and they, you know, flood me with messages wishing me luck, saying awesome. Great game. My parents, you know, doing any and everything, taking me to camps. You know, we'd go down to Florida. You know, I got an invite out to California. My parents were willing if I was willing. Sure. So they have been fantastic in that regard. My AC family, which is forever. You know, my coaches, you know, my buddies, my peers. It's unbelievable. And then my Lord and Savior. I couldn't do anything without him. Awesome. So he gives me every opportunity. GT and Coach Gillum especially, because I'm not going to be perfect. No one's going to be perfect. But the confidence you guys have in me each week and not giving up on me, I really appreciated that. Yeah. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep.
Well, that's part of being family. We all of us mess up, but we're all in it together. We're all for each other. I appreciate all those shout-outs. That's great. And those times with your family, your mom and dad may realize it now, but you will later. Those long car trips, we do the same thing with John David. It's a hassle.
Oh, for them, I know.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of time, but the memories you make are well worth it. And we do those things now, and I don't even care if it pans out into college. The memories and the time we get to spend together, that's what it's about. It's about the process and the times you get to do it together. So that's wonderful for your family to do those things with you and make the most out of it. Everybody don't have that. All right.
Appreciate
Thanks, buddy.
You guys.
Yes,
Appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you.
Coach, you want to
Coach, we'll take a quick break. We'll come right back with the Davey Gillum Show.
Hi, I'm Anderson County head football coach Davey Gillum, and I want to tell you about my friends at Exterior Home Solutions, East Tennessee's first choice in roofing. They've been servicing East Tennessee for over 20 years, achieving a 4.9 rating on Google reviews, and are listed as a platinum contractor by Owens Corning. Financing is available. I invite you to learn more about my friends at Exterior Home Solutions on their website, exteriorhomesolutions.com, or give them a call at 865-524-5888.
This holiday season, we invite you to join generations of family who have trusted Ray Varner Ford and Clinton as their car buying tradition. Let us fill your hearts with joy and your driveway with a quality pre-owned vehicle like this 2021 Lincoln Aviator Reserve, $49,950. 2021 Ford Ranger XLT Crew Cab, $34,550. A 2021 Subaru Forester Premium All-Wheel Drive, $27,990. Local you trust, pre-owned vehicles you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
1952. That's the year Hammers opened the first store in East Tennessee. Now there are 5 stores, and there's always something new. Like in Hammers' popular ladies' boutique department, you'll find the lowest price possible on new arrivals every week. Find similar deals in the men's department and the expanded rug department. Plus, special purchases always offer surprise savings. You never know what you'll find next at Hammers.
The Free Medical Clinic of Oak Ridge presents New Year's Eve 2024 Countdown on Sunday, December 31st, 2023 at 9 p.m. to January 1st, 2024 at 1 a.m. Live band, food trucks, hot air balloons, sponsored by Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Baird, the City of Oak Ridge, David Coffee, BBB Communications, and Holloway Event Company. Ball drop and fireworks. Come with your friends and family to count down the new year together. Don't miss it. Free to the public. For more information, go to fmcor.org.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're back with the Davey Gillum Show, sponsored by Exterior Home Solutions. If you've got storm damage, you just need somebody to come look at your roof, give our friend Jeff Hedrick a call at 524-5888. Coach, we're going to watch a quick video here of our facilities. We want to show these off. A lot of people put a lot of time and energy into these things, and we want to make sure that we show them off and give thanks to folks. Of course, the turf field.
Turf field, the Jumbotron. The best there is in East Tennessee.
Yeah, Ray Tackett, Tommy
and again,
Lively,
those are things we did.
Yeah.
We raised the money.
Yeah.
You, me, and our coaching staff, Tommy Lively literally put the field in.
Yeah.
You know, how many people would say they got some sweat equity in that field?
Yeah, watching YouTube videos out there trying to learn how to do it.
Phil Pike building that barn for us. You know,
Yeah.
Russ helping.
Yeah.
Trevor Davis, you getting this bull for us last summer.
That was so much fun to
so
do that.
nice.
Yeah.
You know, the whole walk-in area coming in.
Tim
you know,
Elrod with the
coming
banners.
Coming into a game on Friday night, trying to give that big college
Mike
atmosphere.
With the weight room, Mike Malco with the dressing room. He just,
Mike does so many things. We
everywhere,
literally can't tell everything Mike's done.
Yeah.
Russ has done a lot of this metal
Tim
work,
Isabel,
built
Russ,
that. Working
Ray
together.
Tackett.
Russ and Tim working together.
Those guys really did.
And
a
then
great job.
all the signage going up, whether it's from E2 or whatever, just.
Yeah.
Then you doing a lot of behind the scene work, Richie and Moog doing a lot of artwork for us to, you know,
Make
just
sure that
give
the kids
that
get
pageantry
recognized.
and
I
recognize
think it's very
our kids.
collegiate right there, like I said.
Yeah, standards on the doors, the signage is. What's our friend's name that does it? Weight room like nobody else. Again, Mike Malacote came in and helped us redo the whole thing.
Yeah.
One of the only places got turf. We serve the whole community with that on the weekends, and you know, one of the best
Saturday
weight
speed
facilities.
training.
And we got our team room. You know, again, your dad built that himself.
Yeah,
We helped
McCoy
put it
family.
in. Hank
Yeah,
McCoy
those
family
guys.
helping us. Bethel family helping us get the chairs.
Sure. That was a trip to Nashville.
yeah.
I'll tell you that. I won't forget that trip to get those
Then,
chairs.
then this locker room, Coach, best, maybe until you get to SEC.
Yeah.
And that is
lights out for
100%
sure.
donated. We got a $100,000 locker room. We got $3,000 in it.
Tommy Lively with the floor.
Tommy
coming
Lively, putting the floor in, getting that donated at cost, donating the labor.
Yeah.
Russ, Phil Pike,
The kids have
Eric
taken great
Woodard,
care of it.
the shop classes down there,
Yeah.
cutting the wood for us.
Yeah.
Russ turning the wood into what we see in front of
Talk
us.
about Exterior Home Solutions, Coach. The barn, they built the barn right there, and we've added the light show to it right there.
Yeah.
Here's an entrance right here as we come out.
Oh yeah, and then the
Pyro
fireworks, pyro
shows.
show, Lanston Hill,
Oh my goodness.
Steiner and
Look at
Russ,
that thing.
what they do.
Nobody does that.
Yeah, and the whole thing is going just to let our kids have a once in a lifetime experience.
And boy, do they.
And
Look at
you
that.
hear our kids talk about family, and
Yeah.
that's it. They're our kids. This is our team, our community.
Yeah.
We want the best for them,
Yeah.
and they get the best. And we hope they learn a lesson from that. You reap what you want. So
That's
you
that
want
was our-
something great, go get it, go work
Veterans
for it.
Day entrance right there. As you
Yeah.
see the fire coming off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
don't
you get
think
another
any
shot from the top of the Jumbotron down onto the field.
other
house.
than hearing Rocky Top running out of the tee, it doesn't get any better than this.
40-foot flamethrowers.
Yeah.
And there it goes. Boom.
Yeah, choreographed show.
Yeah.
The band.
Super fun.
Band was wonderful this year. The fans were wonderful.
Yeah.
Just a great year. Obviously, we didn't get what we wanted, but doesn't take away from what the kids did, the schedule they played,
Yeah.
how much progress they made, and
Yeah.
really just a couple of plays away from going right back to another state
Sure.
championship. But that's great for the program that we're at the level now where, you know, you're not wondering, you know, where you're going to fall into the region, are you going to make
Yeah.
playoffs? But we're
There
one of
goes
the
the
top
lights.
3 teams every year.
Yeah.
Again, the fireworks, man, it don't get any better than that. And
No,
then you got Moog, the stuff he's doing on the Jumbotron for us, man, it's
Amazing.
just amazing. Yeah.
No doubt.
Even this video right here,
Yeah.
Moog
He
put
did
that
a great
together
job
in a
putting
couple
that
hours
together.
for us.
Yeah. Showcasing our facilities, showcasing our Friday night. We're excited to have.
So just so many people we need to thank that we just don't have time for, but so much goes into Anderson County football. We've tried to make it not where it's about me or about you or any one person. We've tried to make it about the kids and make it about the community and build as big an infrastructure as we can, get as many people involved as we can. Make the cheer team being involved, the band being involved, and just the student section.
It's a big production.
It's a big production.
Yeah.
And
Coach, real quick, let's talk about, we got a new facility we're going to try to put in just real quick. We got 30 seconds to talk about that. Hopefully we'll start that this winter. It's going to be a new training facility, a new indoor facility. Got some work to do to get that done, but it's on its way.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. Hopefully this spring we're putting that indoor in, and we'll take this thing to a whole nother level.
You see some construction going on up there.